Please, sisters, please, stop settling for being a man's later realization. Understand you deserve to be a man's first choice. Because one man's I'm not ready yet is another man's I've been waiting all my life for this. I've been praying for this. I refuse to waste time. One man's I'm just not sure is another man's I knew the moment that I saw you. I knew the moment that I saw you. I prayed to God about you. I got confirmation. It's a wrap. Please understand, you over there waiting and hoping and praying for God to interrupt this man's free will to waste your time, which he will not do, because even though God is all powerful, one thing he does not do is override our free will, even to choose him. Definitely not for a man to choose you. Let me be very clear. But it's up to you to decide you deserve to be a man's first choice, not his later realization. I was talking about it earlier, but R&B music got a lot of us fooled. A lot of songs that glamorize and glorify the man that finally wakes up and realizes after 20 years of wasting a woman's life away and then going on and going out to the streets and getting used up and his health start failing him and he can't even get it up no more down there, and all of a sudden, you know what, I had a good woman. Please don't be her. That ain't nothing to blush about. You will spend years, if you're with the wrong man, you will spend years hoping, begging, trying to perform your way into being that man's priority. And eventually he's going to leave you with the bitter truth that the entire time you was just a placeholder. Maybe it was a placeholder for another woman, or maybe it was a placeholder for everything else that he put in front of you. But at some point, you got to make that decision. If you're in a relationship right now, or maybe not even a relationship, maybe you're in a situationship, you got strong feelings for somebody right now, but the timing is off. The timing is off. No, his respect is off. His respect is off. I wanted to talk about this because I was watching this show. It's called The Ultimatum. Yep. The Ultimatum. And the whole premise of the show is for people who want marriage, feel like they've gone enough time without marriage from their partner or without marriage interest from their partner. They go on a show where they're going to now date other people in front of their partner while their partner dates so they can figure out if they really want to get married to their original partner. The dumbest premise in the world, but it's quite entertaining. Now, there's a couple on there. I'm not going to call them out, but it's a brother and a sister, and nothing checks off as wrong with this woman. I think 3 years they've been in a relationship. And he's been married before. And the entire time he just keeps saying, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I just want to be ready. I'm not comfortable. I'm just not at the point I'm comfortable. And I'm not even so much about the minutes or the months. I'm about the milestones. And for him, there is no definitive milestone. This is why you know a dude about to waste your time. There's no definitive measurement stick or thing in particular that has to happen in order for him to qualify that the relationship is now ready to withstand what comes with marriage. It's just a waiting game. All the power is in his hands. The entire time he's keeping his options open. I just hope y'all know. Now, the point that I'm making here is he's going to go date a new girl, right? Part of the show. And when I say this man showed so much affection, so much attraction for this new girl, so much certainty about her, things he's saying about this woman he met a couple of days ago, he ain't said about his girlfriend of several years. And that's the weird thing. You see, a dude will sit there and entertain you, keep you around, all of that for years. And the entire time know that they do not match your value system when it comes to commitment. Because it feels good, because it's convenient. See somebody ask about yes, side note, I am giving away $1,000 tomorrow. I am giving away $1,000 tomorrow. If you want, I gave away $2,000 last week, so I might just go ahead and step it up. But if you want to be one of the ones that gets this $1,000 tomorrow, December 21st, the webinar link is down in the comments. I'm actually going to teach you how to turn a good credit score, first how to get one, then turn that into $200,000. But if you want to just get $1,000 for showing up, click the link down in the comments. You can register for my free webinar tomorrow. But back to what I was saying. So the brother is saying all of these things, and the whole time I'm just watching, I'm just seeing it play out that I've seen this a million times. A woman that was buying into the facade, buying into he just needs more time. He just needs more evidence from me that I'm a wife, and I'm qualified to be a wife, and I really, really mean it. He just needs this and needs that. No. What he needs, honestly, is another woman, because he don't have the value system to accept you. And it don't make him a horrible person, but it's like, That's not your person. And you don't need to burn out years and years and years, or even worse, years in your womb, or even worse, years in your womb and your heart and children's lives coming to this realization. Ain't nothing sweet about later on, after he done fumbled you and, after he done finally came to the light that he just can't do it and you done left him or what. Ain't nothing cute about him realizing it after the fact. Nothing cute about it. Look, when you're with the right man, he's more likely to accelerate his decision making, not prolong it, not stall it out. That's not how the right man handles things. When a man is truly for you, any unreadiness that he has, he's going to move heaven and earth to get it. You only need a faith of a mustard seed to move a mountain. If that man got love for you and he truly sees you as a woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with, he'll move mountains. He'll move Jesus and all 12 of his disciples to figure out what's got to change in him or in his life to secure you for life. I want to keep it real with y'all. Please don't buy into that man's. Look, I'm not saying you come into a man's life in 2 weeks, he's just going to be like, okay, I'm ready to marry. If there are things that are specifically holding everything back, he should be able to quantify it and say, this is exactly what it is. I have this thing I'm still working out, maybe this court case I'm still going through, or this, whatever the case. If it's that, it's that. But it's going to be very tangible. It's going to be very clear because men know that no woman can thrive in uncertainty. Any uncertainty for a woman is only the prelude for doubt. Any doubt typically is like the waiting room for her to exit. The moment a woman starts doubting a man's intentions, doubting a man's heart, doubting a man's character, that's like the probationary period before you lose it. Any man knows that. We all know that. Why is it that you think men try to signal to some degree certainty of stability? They try to signal, hey, look, I got money. Hey, look at my car. Hey, look at they want to take away all doubt that they're anything broke or anything that can't provide. They want to take away any doubt that would keep you from moving forward or giving them access to you. Why do you think men will lay it on thick when they first trying to get your attention? They don't want to have no doubt. No, I want you. Yeah, I'm trying to get with you. Yeah, I want your number. Yeah, I want to take you out to dinner. Yeah, I think you're beautiful. I think you're this. I think you're that. The doubt only comes in when he's already deciding you're not the one for him. And don't think that means that you ain't the one for nobody. That just means the person for you can't come into your life until you get rid of that person that ain't for you. A man's readiness is so much more, not solely, but so much more about who than when. It's so much more about who than when. Are there exceptions? Yes. Are there situations that man just came out of a marriage or something like that, but y'all met and y'all are a great match? It's totally understandable if that man's saying, I need a good 6 months. I need a year. I need some time to let this, this thing kind of breathe. That's totally understandable. If that man just had, some financial issues, hey, give me 3 months. I'm in between jobs. I don't even want to start this with the wrong foundation. Totally understandable. I'm talking to those of y'all who've been with a man 3, 4, 5 years. Nothing is about to happen in that man's life. And he just keep on stringing you along with vague, ambiguous reasons. I just don't feel. No, he don't feel it for you. He don't feel it for you. And for any man, I'm just man to man. Man to man. What you call growth is really her grieving of all the time that she wasted. You calling it impatience. You calling it your time to grow. You calling it your time to just get where you want to be as a man. The whole time, the reason why she may be pushing the issue, the reason why she may be pulling away from you is because she's grieving the time that she is wasting on you. Your quote unquote evolution is really costing her the best years of her life. And then what makes it even worse is that by the time a woman is 25 and up, especially 30 and up, whether firsthand or secondhand, she knows what it's like, or she's seen a woman who has given an investment into a man just to yield another woman returns. Y'all let me know. What's up, Jacqueline? Let me know. Am I speaking facts? By the time a woman gets to a certain age, she's very familiar with the notion that as a woman, all of that waiting for a man who's just so unsure typically ends up being her investment for another woman's returns. She invests in you while you getting your life together, while you trying, while you building, while you earning, while you figuring out, while you healing, grieving, whatever it is. And after she do all of that and keep you from crashing out, keep you from spiraling with addictions all over the place, keep you from going crazy with depression because your money ain't right. After she do all of that, another woman yields the returns. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. If I'm speaking facts, okay, y'all hear me. Y'all understand what I'm saying. So no, a woman is not going for that. And she shouldn't. Because a man who truly understands and knows your worth, he won't need time. He won't need time for you to prove it. Once he identifies you, like he's gotten a real you, there's nothing left for him to decide. That's it. That's it. There's nothing more. There's no more tricks. There's no more hoops you have to jump through. There's none of that. Because hesitation is a decision. Indecision is a decision. Uncertainty of what choice to make is a choice. I want to be very, very clear about that. It's not a lack of choosing that's happening. It is a choice. He's just not ready to commit. Actually, he is committed. Committed to wasting your time. Committed to keeping you doubtful. He's very committed to keeping his options open. To keeping himself from going through whatever a marriage requires and risking whatever a marriage that doesn't work out just comes with it. He's very much so committed. If it was no commitment, no big deal, he'll just do whatever. There is a commitment there. Dita Love says he will unalive a man he sees with you. He says, I belong to you. Oh, that's a psychopath. That is a psychopath. And it's crazy how that works, where a dude won't commit to you, but he don't want to see nobody else commit to you. He wants to basically have ownership over you as if you're some type of property. He wants to have ownership over you like you some type of property. And you know what? Even though that's somewhat on the extreme end, even though it does happen, it happens with a lot of men in different ways who want practice rounds with you. Real men don't need a practice round with you. If they do, they're basically trying to use you to prepare them for somebody else. But your love shouldn't be another man's learning experience. Either he comes in understanding exactly what he wants. And this is why I say, make sure you know what that man has done to come to an understanding of exactly what he's after now, purpose-wise. It's one thing if he chooses you from a place of pleasure. He's just going to want to have fun or pain. He's just going to be coping, filling a void. But when that man understands his purpose and how you can play a role in that, should y'all go forward, that man is going to be very clear, very black and white, very definitive about how you guys can move forward. Ain't none of that ambiguous nonsense. Because one man's delayed realization is another man's immediate appreciation. Y'all be out here playing like there ain't another man that's literally thanking God in advance for a woman like you with your standards, with your characteristics. Just imagine that. You right there with a man, you looking at him, it feel like you love him more than he love you. It feel like you chasing him. The whole time, there's the very man of your dreams, not the man of your infatuation, not the man of your delusion, but the man that's truly of your dreams, just wishing he can come across you. Wishing God would send him your way. Your worth is going to be evident to those who are truly worthy. But stop letting your prime be a man's practice season. Stop being a man's practice season and letting him use your prime to do that. Your time has value. Your time is valued. His growth shouldn't require your sacrifice. But can't nobody make that decision for you, sis. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. And until you make the decision for yourself, your mental health is going to be impacted. You're going to get false hope by allowing that man to future fake with you. Future fake essentially means that the man will sit there and project what he thinks are the exact same things that you want in a relationship, but there's always something that keeps him from manifesting this, from actually taking forward steps. There's going to be something. Maybe it's right now. Maybe it comes on down the line. But yeah, I want a family. I want marriage. I believe in marriage. I want this. I want that. But all the tangible steps that should be getting taken, he ain't taking them. Now that y'all at that place, you all deep in, you emotionally tied in, all of a sudden there's this glass ceiling keeping y'all from going any further. Future faking. That's why you got to let a man lead the way when it comes to what discussing exactly what y'all want in the future. Hey man, no, what do you want? What are you after? What are you after? Or again, wasting your time. Or even a man, he'll use financial stability as relationship leverage. A lot of men will just stall out because they feel like they're taking care of you. And therefore, you can't leave them. You can't choose you. You can't choose your future and family. You got to separate. Look, they already got you integrated. It's kind of like a boss that feels like you're not going to go find another job and they playing with you and underpaying you and stressing you out, but they feel like you ain't going to go nowhere. So they're not going to do no better. And you can peep these kind of guys because they're always going to have these things. They're going to have vague timelines for the future. They're going to have very convenient commitment phobia. And I say convenient commitment phobia because it's not really a phobia for commitment. It's about what the commitment is supposed to be to. When it comes to committing to video games or whatever investment for that, when it comes to committing to plans to go out with the homies on the weekend, it's all good. He may hit the gym. He may do well in his profession, but commitment to you, all of a sudden, he's just not sure what's going to happen and he's scared. He might get hurt. All of that is gaslighting to make you try to prove to him you're not going to be the manifestation of his fears. Which is essentially when a man says, I'm just not sure if you're going to leave me. I'm not sure if you're going to abandon me like everybody else did. I had a bad relationship. I had a bad marriage. He's saying it's your responsibility to perform me out of my insecurities, which a lot of times is only, he's really saying, you perform me out of my complacency with you. Inspire me to not take you for granted. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. And if it feels like that's disrespectful, it should feel disrespectful if a man tries that with you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. But he start landing on thick about all of these right person, wrong time narratives, all the commitments come with all these conditions, the moving character, moving goalposts for anything that he says he's going to do or whatever next step. You got to do this. Well, now I need you to do that. And again, the financial control masked as protection. He's snatching away money anytime that you need him or anytime you don't do what he like and then blame the stagnation on you and your behavior. Be very mindful with that. Matter of fact, let me go a little bit further on that. Your financial independence, your financial sovereignty ensures you never have to wait on a man's timeline. You can't force him to do it what he want to do differently or whatever, but you don't have to be a part of that time wasted. When your bank account matches your standards, you can walk away from this nonsensical waiting game. And I'm going there with it because the truth is, a lot of women have the emotional capacity to say, you know what, I'm good. I don't want this anymore. I'm done with this guy. But I've noticed that a lot of women will stay with a man because financially he does make things a little easier. Even if he's not paying all the bills, he does chip in here and there. You can rely on him, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I want? I want for any man that's going to be in your life, even if he's a provider, otherwise, to be earning you with who he is on the inside. Not purchasing more time that he's already wasted of yours because of what's in his bank account. I'm all for being a provider. I am. I'm all for being a provider. I am a provider. But it should never require you to be disempowered. Even if you pay all your bills. A lot of y'all pay your own bills. You got it. You take care of yourself. Okay, cool. But if you tired and you stressed out all the time, that still gives a man leverage to come in and lighten that load and now possibly overstay his welcome because of what he financially contributes. However, if you had your own bank, If you had $200,000 in the account, and that sounds like an unreal number to a lot of people, it's not. Don't think small. Just for a second, come with me. If you had $200,000 in the account, a man will have to earn you with his character. He could never play with you or manipulate you or overstay his welcome because he adding a couple of dollars every month. Maybe he take care of the phone bill, or maybe he pays all the bills. You don't need that. All you got to do is, it's really simple. You repair your own credit, turn that credit into $200,000 in business funding. You could do it for free. You could do it for free. And you'll never have to choose a man strictly because, or let a man stage strictly because of his finances. And if you don't know how to do that, tomorrow on my live webinar, I will teach you for free how to repair your own credit for free and how to turn that repaired credit into $200,000 in 90 days. As little as 90 days. Sometimes it takes like 4 or 5 months. It depends, but it depends on how you execute. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. And yes, that's the webinar I'm referring to down in the comments where I'm giving away $1,000. If you want access to that webinar tomorrow, the registration is closing very soon, but the link is down in the comments. Do not miss this. How to remove negative items from your credit report and then turn that into $200,000 in 90 days. This is legal. This is already being done by thousands of people, but there are so many more who don't know how to do this. So I'm not going to just tell you, I'm going to teach you how you can do it if you want to learn. And I'm giving away $1,000 live again. The link is down in the comments, also in the caption. Donna said you'll be there. Good for you. Congratulations in advance. It's going to be a good time. But back to what I was saying. When you're dealing with a man who's so uncertain and unsure, please don't become complicit. Don't become complicit in that doubt of what you're worthy of and what you deserve. Don't become an enabler. Don't join him in that. Don't join him in that. Maybe you already experienced this and years have been wasted already. It's okay. You're not late. You're liberated. It's okay. Now you can still establish your foundation financially so the next man that you choose, the moment he needs to go, he can go. The moment he needs to go, he can go. That way you can get to that guy and he will find you where he would immediately recognize you. Not eventually realize what he lost. Not eventually realize what he lost. There ain't nothing cute, ain't nothing sexy, ain't nothing charming about a man having to lose you before he realized what he had. If y'all agree, hit the share button so we can share this truth to more men who need it, because there's a lot of them out there who are severely misled. And women. Just keeping it real. If you believe in the truth, and you believe what I said is any part true, hit the share button. Should be a little arrow down there at the bottom. And yes, if you want access to this webinar tomorrow, where I'm giving you $1,000 with somebody, I did it last week. I'm going to do it again this week. $1,000 giveaway tomorrow, December 21st at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. You got to show up live though. This is only going to be live. It's not going to be a replay. We're not doing this one over. If you want access to this webinar where I'm going to teach you, like we didn't learn it in school, but you don't have an excuse. I'm going to teach you how to repair your own credit and then turn that into over $200,000 in business funding. Now, I'm doing my part. Just like God can bless you, I'm going to bless somebody, but even God can't make you receive it. The rest is on you. The link is down in the comments. I pinned it.